How did you get into this complicated production design?
It was a bit by fluke. I'm an architect by schooling and everything. I graduated as an architect. Kind of always wanted to be an architect. And then I moved to Toronto, and that's where we shot the film, by the way. And I fell into some friends that worked in the film business. There was all non-union film at the time, but at least they were on non-union film. So I worked for a couple of years, and architecture is not a great profession for money, or can be boring at times, when you're just drawing windows and stuff. So I kind of went away traveling. I came back, and there was a bit of a recession, and so I could have gone back into architecture. And even though my parents were shocked that I was going to be just trying to get into something else after all this time, I just volunteered through my friends. I got into non-union film, and I just started kind of at the bottom, just seeing what it's like, and realized, I think I like this. You could realize things much quicker than you could with a building. A building could be years, and a movie's only like months.
So with your production design work, would you say that from the films you've done, you've gone some sort of like aesthetic from all of your work, like some sort of consistencies throughout?
I mean, I like movies that have a lot of challenges visually, like big builds or interesting locations or whatnot, but I wouldn't say, every movie you have to design to the story or to what the director, to help the director along with the story and what they may already have as in their vision. So essentially they're always different. There's probably some small things that reoccur, but I don't really think so. I think it's all unique to the story. It's more about the story, the script.
And then working with Del Toro as someone who's like famous for the attention to detail to all of his work, what was it like?
Oh, it was amazing. It's difficult too. It's challenging because he's demanding, really demanding. But the good thing is, he focuses, he's already focused a certain amount before you even come to the table. He has his ideas, he has certain locations and descriptions and references from films. So that helps bring it all together quicker. And then, he's in every day. He's in every morning. In prep time, he's in his art department is a favorite spot. Maybe the creature department might be even more favorite. But anyway, art department is a very close second. He's in there every morning demanding, and he always comes at the end of the day. So what have you done? What have you done? We've barely had any time to do anything extra and then he's of course going to be there the next morning, usually right off the top when he arrives around 10. So it's but it was good because he appreciates it and he shoots everything. Sometimes you build really grand sets and stuff, and the director and DP choose tight lenses, and you miss half the sets. But with Dan Lawson, the DP, and Guillermo, they shot fairly wide, and we saw pretty much everything. We were on a limited budget, so we're glad we didn't waste anything. We saw it all.
And then our final question, with working with a story like this, which is a period piece but has this otherworldly feel to it, how do you incorporate that into your work?
Well, Guillermo, obviously, his movies are obviously quite fantastical, and there are a lot of elements of truth and reality in it. So we started with a serious, 4 weeks of proper research to get a base level that then we could just transform and bring the fantasy forward and accentuate the fantasy. But it's still always got this base level because the part of the importance of the story is the time period it was. So we want to at least help make everyone feel like we're actually in that time period, even though, there's a creature and whatnot, as you'll see. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you for coming.
All right.